Greetings, Local 2627 sisters and brothers. Today is Monday, the 2nd of February. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's snowing right now. And keep in mind that there were no restrictions on travel, and subways didn't shut down anything this time. Uh, Remember what happened last week when we had the snowstorm. Keep that in mind. If you had a problem with getting to work, if you had a problem with getting paid or things like that, remember we sent out the DCAS memorandum of understanding that explains that if the city's shut down, you have to use your annual leave, and if you don't have annual leave, they will advance you that time if you didn't already have leaves scheduled. Of course, DC 37 is trying to work on changing this policy. And now, if you were somebody who had to go to work who was essential personnel, you could have driven there, and if you were stopped, all you had to do is show your city ID. And I was informed, like I think I told you this last week, that the police would let you go to work because you are a city employee, and city employees work 24/7. You remember, we are the everyday heroes. If you have a question about whether you're essential personnel, if you've been classified as essential personnel, then you need to contact your Human Resources Office or your Labor Relations Office and find out if that's what your classification is, because they need to let you know if you are classified like that. Now, there are some agencies where it's just arbitrary, which is automatic. I shouldn't say arbitrary, which is automatic, that you're obligated to show up to work in emergencies, like HHC, for example, health and hospitals, people in the police department, sanitation for snow and emergency situations. So you should always keep this in mind. But like I'm saying, if you have an issue whether you're classified as that, you should contact your HR office and find out. Another thing that I want to mention to you, that there's a housing seminar coming up on February 25th here at DC 37. This is where we talk to people about buying properties, whether it's a home or a condo or a co-op, inspectors, loaners, realtors. I mean, they're all at these seminars. We generally have around 200 people to show up. So you need to call the housing area right now and put his name on the list. The number is 212-815-1816. 1816. And for the CUNY people, our next scheduled contract negotiations is set for February the 4th. And for the members that call here often asking about this, there's no reason to call the locals office about the status of the contract. We talk about it in these Monday videos, and we also talk about it in emails. If something's going on with the contract, we will let you know. If you don't hear anything from us, that means there's nothing going on with it. Again, the next time that we sit down is February 4th, and of course the next day I will report to you what happened, or what the status is, or what I think is going to go on in the future. Another thing with good and welfare, we had a member pass away, and the member, when like I said member, that means the member was still working. That's why I'm saying that you should always look and evaluate your situation. Do you have to be here? Because you want to be able to benefit from contributing to your pension of doing 25 or 30 or 40 years in the system. Unfortunately, Arthur DeMaya passed away. He worked for the fire department, and our love goes out to his family. And the last thing I want to remind people is, get your education updated. There's resources here. There's resources through 2627. There's resources through DC 37. Get yourself updated, because every time we go to the city and they bring in consultants, the first thing they say is that we don't have the skills. That's why they had to bring in a consultant. We need to make them eat their words. So please, this is opportunity now. Get your time in. And when I mean get your time in, I mean get your time in behind a computer screen or online, and get that certification that you need, because these exams are basically based on how much service you have, meaning how long you've been doing the job, and what kind of certifications you have. Till I speak to you again, this is Robert Ajay. Have a good one.